The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
And the Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rice Owls offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Grabbed in the middle. It's Valentine. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Bates. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
That's caught. It's Valentine. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the single back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Turning it on. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Fires to the wideout. Right on target this time. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop after a... to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Valentine. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Arizona State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Inside the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low.
Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Grab behind the line. It's Valentine. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He leaves it with his back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. He's got it. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Making side adjustments here. Pocket breaking down. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And he can't complete the 1st pass. Let's see if he can get settled. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Spears. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield is Hawkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Toss sweep to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to Green. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Evans. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Uncorks it. Complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Maddox. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the pass.
It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Rice. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. The short hands, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He might want another play. To throw, it's Maddox. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. On the option. They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. That's reeled in, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've methodically worked it down the field. This is the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They get through and it's blocked. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Terrell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. From the gun, the running back has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spears. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder.
There he goes at the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll go to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down.
Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know